The inventory module of Easy Maintenance also allows you to create requests for bid that you can send to your vendors. In this video tutorial, we'll show you how to do the following tasks in Easy Maintenance. View and search the lists of requests for bid. Create new requests for bid. Edit and delete existing requests for bid. And print a request for bid. To access the feature of Easy Maintenance that lets you create requests for bid, click on the Request for Bid button at the Inventory Module main menu. This will open up a window that lists all of the requests for bid that have been entered so far. As you can see, for each request for bid in the list, the number of the request for bid is displayed, as well as a description of the bid and the date on which it was created. The RFB numbers are automatically assigned by Easy Maintenance in sequence. The first RFB you create in Easy Maintenance is assigned number 1. The second would be number 2, and so on. You can also see the list of items contained in each request for bid. To do this, just select an RFB by clicking on it. The list of items contained in the bid will display below. For each item in the list, the unique item number is displayed along with the name of the item and the quantity. You can also jump to a request for bid if you know its number. Just type in the number of the RFB into the Locate RFB Number box at the upper right corner of the window, and then hit the Return key. The RFB with the number you typed will be selected from the list. Now we'll demonstrate how to create a new request for bid. From the screen at which the list of requests for bid is displayed, click on the New button. This will take you to another window at which you create the request for bid. At the left part of the window, you'll see 3 fields. The RFB number field shows the number of the request for bid. This number is automatically assigned by Easy Maintenance. The date field is automatically filled in with the current date, although you can change this if you wish. The description field is where you can type in a detailed description of the RFB, although this is optional. Next, to the right, you'll see a list of all the vendors you've entered into Easy Maintenance so far. From this list, you need to choose the vendors to whom you're sending the request for bid. To choose the vendors, simply place a check in the corresponding checkbox for that vendor under the Send RFB column by clicking on it. For information on entering vendors into Easy Maintenance, see video 4.2, Entering Materials and Parts Vendors. To add items to the request for bid, use the New Detail button at the lower left of the window. Clicking on the New Detail button opens up another window where you enter information about the item you want to add to the request for bid. First, select the item from the Material Number drop-down box by choosing its item number. Notice that for each inventory item listed in the drop-down box, the preferred vendor is displayed. After you choose the item you want to add, the name of it will be automatically displayed in the Material Name box. Type the quantity of the item in the Quantity field. Enter the date by which you would like the item delivered in the Delivery Date field. Once you've entered all the information for the new item, then click on the OK button to include it on the request for bid, or click on the Cancel button if you've changed your mind. After clicking on the OK button, you'll be taken back to the previous window, and the item you entered will appear on the request for bid. Also notice that the preferred vendor for the item you selected is automatically checked in the list of vendors to whom the request is sent. Of course, you may override this by unchecking the vendor if you wish. You can also edit existing items on the RFB or delete them. To edit an existing item, simply select it by clicking on it in the list, and then click on the Edit Detail button. This will open a window that's similar to the one at which you add a new item. However, all of the information for the item you selected is automatically filled in here, and you can edit the information. Once you've finished making your changes, click on the OK button to save your changes, or alternatively, click on the Cancel button if you've changed your mind and no longer want to make any changes. To delete an item from the list, click on the item to select it, and then click on the Delete Material button. The item will be deleted from the request for bid. Once you've completed selecting all of the vendors to whom you want to send the RFB and adding all of the items to it, then click on the OK button to save the request for bid into Easy Maintenance. You can also edit existing requests for bid or delete them. To edit a request for bid, just select the request for bid by clicking on it and then click on the Edit button at the bottom of the window. A window will appear that is similar to the one at which you create a new request for bid, except this one is already filled in with all of the information previously entered for the request for bid you're editing. You can change any of the information on this screen. You can change the date, the description, the vendors to whom the RFB is being sent, and the items on the RFB. Once you've finished making the desired changes, click on the OK button to save the changes to the RFB. Or alternatively, you can click on the Cancel button if you've changed your mind and no longer want to make any changes. If you'd like to delete a request for bid, just select the request for bid and then click on the Delete button at the bottom of the window. A window will pop up asking you to confirm that you want to delete the request. Click on the Yes button to confirm that you want to delete the RFB, or click on the No button if you've changed your mind and do not want to delete it. To print a request for bid, just open up the request for bid as if you were editing it. Then click on the Print RFB button at the bottom of the window. This will print one copy for each of the vendors whom you selected to send the request for bid to.